showed up, and I guess we're going to go ahead and get this thing unboxed, get it together, and go over it and show you what I got here. And it kind of follows my lifestyle as I was growing up as a kid, and the things I enjoyed doing way back when, all the way up to my adult years. So let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. All right, so what I've got here is a e-bike, and it's from ASOMTOM, and it's a full suspension mountain bike, electric e-bike, packaged up pretty nicely here to make sure nothing gets damaged. There, I mean, it's pretty much all together, except I got to put the front tire and the handlebars and stuff together on it, but we'll get into that and look into the instructions and see what we need to do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the handlebars on this. And something that's very unique about this particular bike, the ASOMTOM, is it's got a built-in screen in the handlebars itself. Most all the other ones that I've seen, or the ones that I've looked at so far, have some kind of mount off the handlebar or whatever for a separate screen. I really, really like that integrated screen on that. But to get this handlebar mounted, take the screw and cap out of this protective sleeve. You're no longer going to need that. And then this bolt goes through this cap and it tightens it down. But something that's pretty neat on this is on the underside of the handlebar from the screen is two screws, and that acts as a wedge also. So the cap tightens it down on the top, and then these two screws, after you get it on and in location, tighten those down, and it kind of wedges it onto that stem. There are a couple other items that you have to put together on this. For instance, you got to put the disc brake, the front disc, on the hub of the bike. You've got the pedals and so on. But this is pretty simple. There's writing on this side of it, and there's nothing on that side. So you want to have the writing up or out. And then there's also a direction here. So as this bike rolls forward, the tire's going that way, and that's the way the direction of the arrow will go. So if you're riding it, it spins that way. So we're gonna go ahead and put these 6 bolts in here. And the nice thing about it is the bolts already have the Loctite put on them. So when you tighten those down, those are ones that you do not want coming out. Something else I wanted to point out is with these pedals, and I don't imagine that everybody knows this, but there is a left and a right pedal. One is a right-hand thread and one is a left-hand thread. And they've done a very nice job of indicating that on the pedals. So that is the left pedal. So I want to make sure that I grab the left pedal and put it in there, and take the right one and put it over on that side. It's very important that you know which way that pedal goes on there. It looks like it just takes a small wrench. We'll throw the wrench on there and get these pedals in. And then it says to carefully flip the bike upside down, which I've done, and that's to put the front tire on. So far, the instructions on these things are phenomenal. Actually, great pictures that go along with it. All the spelling, everything in these is really good. It's all worded very well and not hard to understand. But we are almost there. I've got the battery over there charging, so that way when we get this thing together, I'll have a full charge on it. And down here, it gives you how many miles you've traveled and your battery life. But now let's go ahead and get this front tire on. We've got to unloosen the front axle bolt, pull that out, take the protective sleeve off of it here, drop the tire down in so the disc goes into the brake, between the brake calipers, and pretty simple there as well. Well, got it all together. The instructions on this are actually pretty nice, like I was saying. One other thing is they offer this bike in a green color, green and cream, but there will be links in the description on these bikes. And if you go to their website, you'll be able to see the 2 different colors that they have. I'm actually pretty impressed with this so far. I haven't had it out on the driveway or down the road or anything like that yet. I'm still waiting for the battery. And yeah, you can stop and get the mail. Full suspension on it. It's got a valve here for putting more air into that to make that rear suspension a little bit stiffer. It's got, I believe it's an 8-speed is what they say. Your shifters are up here. Mail's here.
Thank you.
Power on off, there's your throttle. Now, if I was gonna have one complaint or one thing I wish that they would do differently is every motorcycle, every 3-wheeler, every 4-wheeler, everything I've ever ridden, driven, rode, whatever, the throttle's always on the right-hand side. Why they don't accommodate for that or do that is beyond me. I don't understand it. So here's the throttle lever on this. Push down with your left thumb. I would love to have it over here or have a twist throttle on it like a motorcycle. So that is one of the only things I would change. But I can't wait to get this battery in and show you this integrated LED screen that's on the handlebars. The other nice thing that it's got with it is it does have a headlight that's integrated into the handlebars as well. Like I said, haven't seen many others do that. They've got their own light out front here that clamps on. It does have 26 by 4-inch tires. They're called a fat tire bike. And the neat thing about these is they're really good on the sand, on beaches, in snow, in mud, trails, terrain, different things like that. But you can also take these out and ride them right down a road or on a mountain bike trail. Different things like that. You've got dampening and rebound on both of these here, so you can adjust those to your weight and whatever your liking is for how soft or how stiff that suspension is. It's got the 750 watt Bafang motor on it. It does state that it has a 2-year limited warranty and all that. So everything's in the manual, the products that are covered within that. So let's get out here and get this thing on the road and in the trails and see how it rides. All right, if you look at the integrated screen on the handlebars here, it's got 5 modes. So there's mode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then over here it gives you the miles per hour. So let's go ahead and take this for a ride through the woods. I could even ride my e-bike up to my hunting shack. For 55 years old. So ASOMTOM sent me their new SR6 electric fully suspended e-bike, and boy is this thing nice. I I really wanted a full suspension mountain bike so I could take it up in the trails and everywhere you've seen me riding this thing. It does have the front suspension, and it's got the rear suspension back here. It has a throttle position sensor. Now let me shut this off so it doesn't take off on me. So you can give it actual throttle here if you don't feel like pedaling. And then when you do pedal, it has that pedal assist with the 750 watt Bafang motor on the back hub here. And it's actually very cool. When you pedal, it is, just as I said, a pedal assist. So as you're pedaling, it assists your pedaling. And I was very skeptical of e-bikes. I've ridden mountain bikes all my life, dirt bikes, things like that. And I thought, how in the world can you actually get any kind of exercise on a e-bike? Because that's really what I was looking for, and that's what most people are looking for. But with it being pedal assist, when you pedal this bike, it basically just helps you a little bit. You can go faster, you can go further, you can go longer, but you're still pedaling. I still worked up a sweat out here in the trails riding it around, and is very enjoyable. So I guess I was completely surprised by how an e-bike is and how it works and the excitement and the exercise you can get off of one of these. It handles the leaves, it handles the dirt, and everything else extremely well. I really, really want a full suspension bike because of the trails that I have out back in the woods that we ride in and all that. I want a bike that I can ride up there. So if you check into the description that I have, I'll link in. They're having a big Black Friday sale on these bikes. So please be sure to check in the description on this, all the different links to their website, to the Black Friday sale, to their Facebook page, all that. Pretty neat bike. And again, this is the ASOMTOM SR6 full suspension e-bike. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you ever ride one? I know I was skeptical at first, but I absolutely love these things. I can get out and go for a quick ride. It's a beautiful day today, so I can go out, take it around the yard, take it around the woods, get a little exercise, put it back in the garage, and I'll be done. There's not going to be many of these days left. So please check out that link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Hey, get back here. I want my bike back. Dang it. Looks like we need another one. Shoot, now what am I gonna do?
All right, you can have it back.
Thanks. There is another nice benefit to this. You do not have to remove the battery pack under here to charge it. There's a little charging port. Put the plug end in, right in there, and it starts charging. Right there is the charger for that.